Hey, what's up guys? I'm Jason Priest. I'm the founder of Dad Bod Health, and in today's video, I'm going to talk about the best diet for men's weight loss. Now, what I must tell you before I dive in is I personally hate the word diet, but what I hope to get for you today, or hope provide you with today, is some clarity on exactly what you should be eating to get the results that you seek. Because I'm going to tell you right now, you know as well as I do, there's a lot of conflicting information out there, and if you can't weed through some of the nonsense and some of the BS, it's going to be very frustrating and very overwhelming for you to reach your weight loss and health goals. So, with that being said, I just want you to know that I am a firm believer that any fad diet is not a diet for me, because I'm going to tell you right now why I hate the word diet is that diets are a short-term fix and not a long-term solution. The majority of people who go on a diet out there are thinking about, once that diet is over, I'm going to get to eat like I am now. So this is a relationship with food issue, not a diet issue. And so when we talk about diets, we're always thinking about what's next. If you think about the word diet, when you go on a diet, well, what's going to happen when you stop following that diet? What's going to happen when you start eating your normal or your regular foods again? You're going to gain the weight right back. And that's why a lot of dieters fail, because they never find sustainability within the nutrition plan, we'll call it, that they follow. If we're talking about keto, are you really going to never be able to eat carbs in your life again? Can you really tell yourself you're never going to have carbs again? When we're talking about Whole30, are you really going to eliminate those foods and not be able to eat them? Or paleo, when you go out to a restaurant, and I get it, some people aren't strict paleo or strict keto, but at the end of the day, if you're following keto, you're following keto. And there's a lot better ways to and still be able to enjoy life and not have to live such a rigid lifestyle. And I'm walking and living proof. I will tell you that I have tried keto. I followed it for a while and it was miserable, okay? I was able to lose 60 plus pounds and keep it off for good by following the diet that I follow. And that's what I want to go over with you today, because I'm truly here to help you. That's the only reason I take time to make these videos, because I believe that I provide a lot of content for you that you can take, start to apply right away, and have actionable strategies to take your health to the next level. So with that being said, let's dive into a little bit of tactical information so that you can start making the changes necessary immediately and start feeling your best almost immediately. Okay, number one thing is to get rid of as much white stuff as you can and as much sugar as you can. I realize it's easier said than done, but white rice, white tortillas, white bread, white pasta, none of that stuff will serve you. It's basically like eating sugar. It turns to sugar almost immediately once your body digests it. Then you're going to get a blood sugar spike and an insulin spike, and if you're not burning those calories off almost immediately, you're going to store it as fat. That's just the way that it works. So stay away from the white stuff and focus on healthy, more nutrient-dense, complex carbohydrates. Those are going to be things like sweet potatoes, darker potatoes, black rice, brown rice, whole wheat or whole grain products. You know, I'll give a big shout out to Dave's Bread. That's what my family buys. So here's the thing. When you can make that shift and get away from all the white stuff and start incorporating more healthy, nutrient-dense carbs, you will quickly realize that carbs are not evil. They are not the devil, and they are not going to sabotage your health. But here's what I must preface that with. That the carb timing and the carb type are what are most important. When you can delay your carb intake till later in the day, I would probably say I eat around 100 grams of carbs a day, give or take. That's about a moderate amount of carbohydrates, not super low. It's usually 100 to 120. Most people would define low carb as, some would say less than 100, some say less than 50. Keto is less than 30, which is basically no carbs. As you probably well know, if you're here watching this, you might have already tried keto, right? So, with that being said, the number one macronutrient that I want you to start focusing on, above all, get rid of the carb is the devil nonsense. Get rid of, I got to have protein and vegetables, and if I eat nothing but protein and vegetables, I'll get super lean. Well, guess what? That's boring, and if you've ever tried to eat chicken and broccoli with every meal, you know as well as I do, it's also not sustainable. So the number one macronutrient that I want you to focus on is healthy fats. Most people, specifically men, don't eat enough healthy fats. Healthy fats are going to be things like salmon, avocados, nuts. Now, not peanuts. Peanuts are actually a legume, but walnuts, almonds, pecans, pistachios, pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds. I feel like I just was like the lady from Thanksgiving, the lady in church when she says, I got beans, greens, tomatoes, potatoes, lamb, ham. All right, that's my side blip right there. So what I want you to know is this, is when you start incorporating more healthy fats, salmon, avocado, the nuts like I mentioned, walnuts, almonds, pecans, pistachios, pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds, olive oil, coconut oil, the list goes on, but healthy fats are going to take your health to the next level because they're going to help keep you full longer. They're going to help reduce or even eliminate the sugar cravings. That's how I've been able to beat my sugar addiction. Well, other than when I have my cheat meals. And everything that I'm telling you guys right now is all in relation to your normal eating habits, not your cheat meals. Obviously, you can tell by my logo that I'm very much a burger and beer kind of guy. And when I tell you that I'm a burger and beer kind of guy, I have that every single week. But there are very strategically placed cheat meals into my weekly routine so that I'm able to stay dialed in during the week, have a little bit of fun on the weekend, and I can still enjoy the foods that I love. And you can do the exact same. But you've got to make this shift where you're focusing on more healthy fats, incorporating more healthy fats into your life, a little bit less carbohydrates. Also, delay that carbohydrate intake until a little bit later in the day. I usually don't have carbs until well after lunch and still get over 100 grams. And then also focusing on good, lean sources of protein. Carbohydrate type and timing. Those are the two things that you need to focus on when it comes to carbs. Watch your portion sizes. With protein, you don't want to be eating a bunch of fatty meat all the time, but it's pretty much fair game. I eat a lot of fish. I mentioned salmon with the healthy fats. It's also got a lot of protein. Lean beef, turkey, chicken, you name it. The meats are pretty much fair game. I would not encourage you to be eating a ribeye every single night. But we eat a fair amount of beef, and we buy grass-fed, lean grass-fed beef, organic grass-fed beef. It's a very healthy lean beef source. And so that's really what I wanted to bring you to this video. I do not believe in the word diet. The best diet for men's weight loss is exactly what I just summarized for you. Getting rid of the word diet. It's a relationship with food issue. It's not a diet issue. When you can start to learn how to fuel your body on a regular basis and you start to incorporate more nutrient-dense foods and less of the junk, the sky will become the limit for you. But it's a shift, and it's a gradual shift. This doesn't all have to happen overnight. But if you're not getting results right now and you want better results, you want more sustained energy throughout the day, you want to be able to drop body fat percentage and really start to become the healthiest version of yourself, the nutritional tips that I just covered in this short video are going to have you well on your way. But before I go, make sure that you hit that bell icon, hit subscribe, so that you don't miss any of my future videos. I'm going to be bringing you guys a lot of great content in the upcoming weeks. And check the comments below. Make sure you go subscribe to The Dad Bod Pod if you want more of my content. I do 2 weekly episodes of my podcast every week. One is a solo episode where I teach, and one is a interview. And those are released every single week. So check those down below. I'd love to get your feedback. If you have any questions, concerns about this video, drop them down below. I respond to everything and hope you have a fantastic rest of your week. And I'll see you in my next video. Take care.